All right, guys. Hey, Jason here. What we got is we have this dude right here, this amazing, this is the Clam Quick Set. This is the adventurer version of it. Now, they make a bunch of different versions, but the reason that I bought this one is because the screen sides, or the actual panel sides, are actually sewn into it. I'll show you when I set it up, but we're going to set this thing up. I bought some guy lines here and some carabiners that we're going to change some things out. I like to set things up my way, and this stuff is not bad, but we're going to do a little bit better. These carabiners that I got right here, I got from Amazon. I'll link them below, but look at how little bitty these are. Notice that. 8 kilonewtons of strength. These are almost Climb rated. These things are amazing. They're next to nothing in size. We're going to use these, and we have guy lines that are actually reflective guy lines with the aluminum sliders on here. We're going to set up to the right length for these two. So we're going to put this thing together. We're going to do a few little mods to it. We changed the stakes out that are on it. We're going to put this thing together and show you and review this thing. But what I like about this, you guys know that I sold my wall tent. And so I'm running my Kodiak canvas tent. It's a great tent. It's amazing. It's going to be perfect. However, it would be really nice to have a shelter set up where I can have, that we can put a propane heater in it and we can just chill in there, and I can have a couple of tables in there, but I can also use it for a shower house. I can do some things with it. And I also like the fact that when we go out on a boat and we go hit the river and we want to set up and hang out there for the day, we can set this thing up and use it as a screen house too. So we can use it as a screen room, we can use it as a shelter, we can use it as anything we want to. It's multifunctional and it sets up in under 60 seconds. That's the beauty of this. So it's very fast to set up, very fast to take down. This is it right here. It is Clam is who makes it. There are other ones as well too, but the Clam is the one that seems to be that everybody loves. It's got the quality in it too. Now, I bought this directly from Clam. You can get it on Amazon also, but it is actually cheaper. It was $267 to buy it from Clam versus $349, I think it was, on Amazon. So I'll probably put the link to them on here for you, but like I said, I actually got a better deal going right to the manufacturer for this. Nice, big, oversized bag. We like that. Okay, so if you don't put this thing, if you don't fold it up perfectly, you don't have to worry. The bag is way oversized here, so that's a very nice feature of this thing. We'll set it up for you. Make sure you can see it here. You see, but we got this bag right here, and this thing is super easy. Now, it does come with directions, and it gives you very good directions. And so you have everything, but it gives you full pictures, the whole detail, everything in here. All the contents is in here. The whole and extra little, Q&As and everything there too. So that's a very nice thing. And what we have here, though, is the Clam Quick Set right here. Now, when we pull this out of here, okay, get it to pop out here. Come on. Oh, I'm on the wrong end. Hang on. Let's get you to slide up over that. There we go. Okay, and so what we have is, all right, so we pull it out of the bag. Once you have it out of the bag, all you're going to basically do is let this thing just fall. Okay, you're just going to let it fall. The goal is to have this roof kind of open up to this layout right here, so that roof is kind of spread out. That's the only thing you're looking for. I'm gonna get my guy lines out of here so I don't bury all them under there. But that's all we want to do, is have that roof so that roof is basically sprawled out so we can find that roof. Once we find that roof, it's just a matter of popping the sides. So we'll do one here, come around on this side, but like I said, it's a 60-second setup on this deal. So we're gonna grab this side. See this hole right here? These are the panels I'm talking about that are sewn in on this thing. It is a beautiful, beautiful system, but we got to pull through there, get that strap, grab the hood here, right here, and pop it. There's one side up, okay, and we're just going to go around and we're going to hit that on the sides to do the same thing. Like I said, you got to kind of find the, I got to wiggle that hole through because of the fact that we have these panels are basically sewn in rather than add on later. So we get that, lift it up, and we pop the sides. This is all there is to it. This thing is not overcomplicated at all. You just got to find where that is, and again, the issue is fishing through the hole in this to see where, there it is, where the tab is, and pulling it through, and then just put it up. and pops it. Same thing here. Just gotta, here's that hole to show you again, right here. See this? We gotta get the strap to come through this hole because of the fact that we have a, right there, because we have these sewn in. If you're using it just as a screen room, you don't have that issue. And then we just pull it tight, ready? And it's just like a double bull blind. We just pop it right here like this. Pop, that's it. That's all there is to it. It's a very quick and easy process. It sets up pretty fast for you. Now, I'm gonna reposition that camera so you can see this better here. But see what I mean? You had to find these tabs right here. This tab through here, through this thing. So you got to kind of fish through this to get to that because these are part of it. We'll show you again in a second once we get it set. We bring you here, and now all I have to do is go inside of this thing, and I'm gonna push the roof up is what we're gonna do. So we have it set here. Okay, here's the main entrance. We go in here, and we're just gonna push the roof up. And that's it. Now we have this shelter set up perfectly. There it is. Now the beauty of this, and we're starting to rain, figures, but the beauty of this setup is that we have full control of everything in here. We have a door and we have a screen, so we have both right here. We can take this door and roll this thing up completely, and we can roll it up or we can tie it back. So we have the luxury of doing either one, and we can do it with one, we can do it with both, we can do it with everything, any way we want to. Now the nice thing here is that the side screens are the same. We can do the same thing with these. We have windows right here that we can take, and now remember, when you roll a window, okay, everybody wants to do this. This is bad. What that does is that's going to hold all the water in there. Don't roll it that way. Take it and roll it under like this so that you roll it up from the back side. And then that way, any water that's on there rolls right off and it doesn't stay on there. So you basically, but then you're going to take this and you can tie these off if you want to tie the windows up. Okay, so you can do that with either one. You got them on both sides. So you can tie your windows up. But by rolling it from underneath, any water runs right off the top. So you can do that and have these windows around here, or you can take your screen. Let me just spin this for you. Actually, I'm gonna move the camera, it's easier. But you can also take that screen, that whole screen side panel here that you're seeing on here. This is the beauty of the Adventurer. This panel is sewn in. It's all one part. Where on most of the Clams, it's a screen room, which I'm going to show you, and then you have to buy these panels and Velcro them in. On this Adventurer model, they are all sewn in and built in already. So over here on both sides, you got Velcro and you have zippers. But you come over here and you grab the zipper, run the zipper up. Come over here, do the same thing. Pop the Velcro on there, and you can run the zipper up. And now you can take the whole entire panel, you just pop it through. This is what I was talking about we were doing when we were trying to set that up. You had to get this and fish that cord through there. You didn't really have to, but it makes it easier. But you take these, and now we're gonna, even though we're rolling them backwards, we should not roll this way, remember, but we're just gonna show you. But you can roll these right up and have these up here out of the way now completely, and you are a full screen room all the way around. This is a beautiful feature of this thing. Okay, it gives you really nice options to be able to have this thing opened all the way up or closed all the way down for whatever you want. And it's that way all the way around this entire thing. Every single panel on this thing can be opened up and like that real quickly. So that you can have the airflow and use it as a screen room anytime you want to, and it is literally this fast to do. And now we have full screen access here. right like this. Where's my other one? There it is. So now it's a screen room, as you can see. So you can go right through this whole thing, see right through it, be inside of this thing, have that availability of all that view and comfort with this no-seam mesh that's all over here. So you get these nice features. This is a beautiful setup on this tent. And I'll bring you in a second. We'll show you the amount of space. We got 2 open. Let's open one more up. Let's just actually open a door side up for you so you can see that. Let's tie this back. Where's my tie? Right here. And like I said, you can have the screen mesh open or you can have it closed. You can do whatever one you want to do on here. You have the versatility. So it gives you that option. Now, inside, let me tie my shoe here real quick too. All right, so now we look at this thing right here. We have a perfect 9x9 setup of space to be able to use inside of here where we can put a table in this. We can put whatever we want to in here. Again, these doors can roll up too if I want to take advantage of having full, you know, see-through as far as a screen room setup. We can put these all the way up and have all that screen access here rather than having them these down in your way there. So it gives you that nice feature. I'm just kind of hand tying these. I don't want to get crazy here right now. But so you can see, so you have the beauty and the options with this thing to make it the way you want to, without a doubt. Works fantastic. Now, where this thing really shines is that quick setup. Being able to set this thing up in just a matter of a couple of, you know, literally 45 seconds to a minute and have all this space in here to be able to put a table right here, to put my shower in here. I can barely touch the top of that. So we're quite a bit of height in this thing. But being able to set up my shower inside of here and have a couple of a table and some chairs and a heater, this gives me a perfect little remote little basically building. It's a little area in here. Look at this thing. It's awesome. And you have the panels that you can have where like this, where if I want full privacy when I'm taking a shower or it's windy out, we can run those panels down. I can also come right over here to this one like this. If I don't want to actually open up the full panels and take the full panels, I can also just do the actual windows that we're seeing right here. I can take these and tie up the windows and have just a little bit of light, or I mean a little bit of breeze coming through there and a little bit of air. So I get that luxury with this to do either or. That is a beauty of this system. Now they also have in the doors, as you will notice when I put you over here, right here, and let me spin you a little bit. These are actually Velcroed in right here. You pop this off, and this is a door piece that's right here. Pop this one. And then this is a kick down for a door support that's already pre-built like that. And then it gets dropped into the footing piece right here. And you put this right into here. And now that can get Velcroed in if you want to, but this is a door support for windy conditions, things like this, but you can lock this in. But now you have these on both sides. So you have the extra door supports. Here it is in the down position, and you see how quick and easy that was to do. And then we have it over here on this side, right over here in the up position that you can see right here. So if we take this, again, you just pop the Velcro on it. 2 strips of Velcro, it's already pre-attached in there. Line that up, and then it's gonna drop right into a small little pocket. Down here, it's already pre-set and pre-sewn, just like all the other stake pockets. And you just fish it right in there. Oh, there we go. And that's gonna give that support to the door. They give you a couple places on here where you can Velcro it for that support. But now you have that extra rigidity if you want to use it. And they give you the option. You don't have to set it up if you don't want to put those door supports in there if you want to. It's a beautiful setup. And like I said, a lot of height in the side of this thing. There's a ton of room in here. And the quality is very, very well. So we're really impressed with this. Now we're going to talk about some of the things I've done differently. and that we're gonna do here. So we're gonna grab those and set those up, and we're gonna show you. Now we're gonna pop out here. Now what I have here, make sure you can see me. All right, perfect, good. So the guy lines we're gonna do, and then also stakes. Now they come with plastic stakes, your cheap plastic stakes that we've always seen. I'm not using them. I don't use those stakes, okay? I am using nails. These are the 12-inch galvanized nails. You get them right from Home Depot or Lowe's. They're called spikes. And for logging, for doing log homes and things, but galvanized spike right here, and I have 5 of them with me. I think we need 4 of them. And I just stuck them in a piece of PVC just because it fit right there, but this is my actual stakes that we are going to use. The guy lines are going to be bought guy lines. I will link these below, but again, they are a reflective. They got a reflective, that's what all those little white dots in them are, reflective material. They have an aluminum actual adjuster on there too for us for the stake things. Now we are going to make a couple little changes here just again because I know from experience. This little knot they put in there, no, that's not going to work. Okay, so we're going to take that knot right out, and we're going to put a double overhand knot in there just because I know how that stuff works. And it's going to keep it now, and that's never going to be a problem. So we solved that issue there. We're going to come over here to the sides. Now, anywhere we have one of these connectors on here, like you're seeing right here, let me spin you. But where we have these connectors at on this thing, hold on. Let's spin you around and tip you up. There we go. Like so. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this where we can actually have these guidelines set. We want these, it says per the instructions, I think it was 12 to 18 inches. Let's take a look and see what it says here on there. Right there, 12 to 18 inches. Because we don't want to pull this out too far, because you're not just trying to stake this out this way, you want to stake it down too. So they're saying you want to be about 12 to 18 inches out from there. So when we figure that out, we're going to make this adjustment on here. So we're going to go, okay, we're going to want to be, we know that that's going to be there. We're figuring we're going to want to probably be somewhere in right about, I'm trying to get that exact adjustment that I'm looking for 12 to 18 inches so that I don't need all this cord. But if we want to be able to hit it, so I want to be about right there is where I'm thinking at. So what we're going to do is right here where this is, thinking I'm about right, we're going to double check it before we finish up, but we're going to put a knot right in here. And we're going to look at this and see how we line up. So there's our knot, our loop. So, and we're going to be 12 to 18 inches, which is going to basically be almost straight down, and that's what he shows. Now, you see, he's saying 12 to 18 inches from the skirt of the shelter, yet he's not doing 12 to 18 inches. He's doing more like 3 feet from it, as you can see in a picture. But they say 12 to 18. So if we look at this, I'm going to set this angle. We're going to be there. I want that much slack, and I can go more if I need to. So my loop is perfect. There it is. So now what I want to do is I want to make these. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 panels that are going to be staked down. So I want to make 4 of these set basically just like this. We're going to leave just a smidge of extra rope on there, so in case we need it to for anything, we got it. So we're going to put that right there. There it is. And there is a guy line. So we're going to quickly go through and we're going to make 4 more of these. And the same exact length is basically what we're looking for. So let's just do that. We just made right there like that. Now, why am I using a carabiner? That's what we're going to talk about. So if we come back over here on this side, we know we're going to be able to connect right on there. See how I hooked that carabiner on there? And that just made that life easier. We're going to come in here. We're going to take our stake. We're going to pop our stake in the ground right here. There it is. So I'd push it all the way down, but now we're staked, and we have that adjustability in this adjuster that's on here so that you can see this. Let me bring you in here. Right here like this. Okay, so that gives us that adjustability in this, once we lock that stake down and we pull that down in and we're set, we have that. Now the reason we are using a carabiner on here rather than tying right into this is because if I want to put this panel down and I want to zip this off, I got to get through this hole to get to there. So by taking this with that on there, I can disconnect this with that carabiner, and then I can put this on here and grab my strap, pull it right through, and then I can reconnect my carabiner. See how nice that is? So if I want the screens up or down, I have that simple versatility. I can come over here and just grab the carabiner, unhook it, pull my screen right through it, and rehook back up. So that's the beauty of using that system with a carabiner on them. And you can use any carabiner, I'm sure would work just fine. Again, I wanted something that was going to be strong enough to be able to do what I needed to. So I found those 8 kilonewton carabiners, means that the wind conditions and the stuff I'm going to deal with, it's going to still be able to hold that. So we're going to put these stakes all the way around with that. Now, if this needs to be adjusted, I can adjust that looser, or I can pull on this and adjust it tighter. So I have total control and they're just gonna stay. It's just a simple, easy way of being able to do your guy lines. This is how I do every guy line on every tent that I set up. Is gonna be this way. But the carabiners are because of the system here and being needing to be able to fit through there. So great little setup, fantastic. These points here that we see on these corners, these are not tie down points, okay? Let me show you that. These are not guy out points on the top. So if we tip this up, and you can see the whole shelter right here, these are not guy outline points right here. All these are for, you can tell just by how the fabric is not reinforced here, like a guy line is totally reinforced. These are for a rain cover that you can put over top of this. Now, this is not waterproof, but it is highly water resistant. So you're probably not gonna have any issues. I would season this just like I would anything else. What does season it mean? Season it means that you're gonna just spray it down with water. That way, every one of these threads that are used to sew this thing together can swell and fill the needle holes. That's what you want done. But technically, myself personally, I just let it do it when it rains out. When I take it out and I'm using it and it rains, I'm okay with it, you know, being wet for a little bit, and it'll season itself up that way. So, but you can do it with a hose. Spraying the whole thing with a hose will swell all of those threads and fill those holes up on there for you if you want to pre-season it and do that. You could even seam seal this. You could even use a waterproofer on this if you wanted to. You got options for any of that kind of stuff. But this shelter, simple, easy, effective. The only modifications that we've done is that we are using our own guy lines that are a much better system with a carabiner system on there so that we can quickly detach those to drop those panels. And we have changed the stakes to good, sturdy, durable stakes rather than those cheap plastic ones that it comes with. And again, you don't even need this. They're not like they're going to poke through the bag. They give you a really nice stake bag here, and you can put them right in here this way, just like that, and it's not going to hurt nothing, and they fit in there perfectly. I just happened to use this just because, like I said, it was one of those things that was sitting there, and it seemed to fit 5 of them in there perfectly. Even though we only need 4, it fit 5, so I had 1 extra stake in there, and it worked. So I used it, but it's there, and there it is. But that's it. That's the system. Sweet and easy. This is that clam right here. This is the Quickset clam. This is the adventurer version, which means that these panels are sewn in. If you buy a Venture or one of the other versions of this, the issue you are going to find is that these panels, it's going to look like this. The whole thing is going to be screened all the way around, and then these panels you'll have to buy separately, and they will just attach with Velcro around here, and you got to go around and put all of them on all the time. With this system here, that's already 100% sewn in and available for you, and they are in there, and they have the windows built right in as well too. So you have everything you need as a closed off shelter, ready for heat in there, you know, to put your heat in there and be able to take a shower in there and not be seen by anybody. But you have that privacy, you have the wind protection, you have the water protection, you have everything you need. Or at the same time, like I said, you put them up and you have full screen room features of this bug-proof screen room setup. So it's a brilliant system, and again, up and down in under 60 seconds. System Cannot say one bad thing about it. The skirting here that you're seeing here should come out. This is designed so that water sheds away, and it's to help keep bugs and critters from getting in around that thing. Brilliant system, brilliant system. The hub system is quality. Everything about this canopy basically screams quality on every level. You can hear it raining in here. But you can see this. They got covers over the, you know, these little Velcro covers over the hub systems on there. Quality, thick fiberglass. This is like a double bowl blind used to be. And they've done it very, very well. And the whole thing folds up in next to nothing. But again, having that full panel option and being completely enclosed anytime you want, or with a window open if you want, and having the option of being a full screen room at the same time, and all this space in here. Again, we're in here together. If you're sitting right here in the door, this is 9 by 9 in space in here. There's a lot of room inside of this thing to be able to have, like I said, table, chairs, shower, setup, everything in here. It's like your living room when you're in a tent, when you're in camp setup. This is basically like your living family room, and that's what I wanted it for. But boom, up and down 60 seconds. Questions, comments, put them down below. I'll show you some other insets here real quick of this thing coming down. And I'm going to season it too, so we might even show you a quick clip of that here as we go. So thanks for watching. All right, so now you understand the guidelines we're going to use. You understand the stakes we're going to use. You understand that stuff we're going to do with this. Like I said, we also have some NERC wax that we're going to put on here for UV and waterproof protectant that we're going to spray on when I get that stuff. We'll do these things together. This is kind of initial impressions of this thing, and I'm pretty fired up. I got high hopes for this. The ability to be able to use this and be able to set this up as a actual dedicated hangout place with my Kodiak canvas tent here. Whoever comes and hunts these states with me with their tent here, and this being a hub of area with a heater in here and a couple of chairs and a table and a shower setup and a hangout and a cooking place, have all of that right here in this and be able to go up and down in 60 seconds. Beautiful thing. So how do we take this down? Nice thing about this 9 by 9, even me as a short guy could reach that hub and pull it down, which is nice, but they say that you don't have to. They say you can just collapse the side. Let's try it again. I've never used this before, but if we push it aside right here, okay, let's do this. Let's come here, let's just push in the sides. It's gonna come down this way. It's pushing all the sides. And again, it's nice because it's only 5-sided, where a lot of the other ones are 6-sided, that kind of thing. And I say just grab here and push the hub down. There it is, fold the tent in half. Bring it right over so it falls right in half on itself. Just like this. See how it closes up on itself this way? This folds in, and then this thing just closes right up. Just like a double bowl blind style. You can see here all the legs come together, and there it is. And then we just stick this thing right inside of its bag. So you can see how tight this rolls up and folds into itself. And then we put this in this bag. It's just that easy. Can you still see this okay? Let's bring you down a little lower camera-wise. Right there like that. But then we take this and we just fit it right inside the bag. So this one will go in first. Right there. Then this end we're going to feed in. And you kind of roll it into itself. We're going to just roll it right in. Like this. Grab the end of the bag. Right there. Grab all of our legs. And put it right in here this way. There's the other end, right there. Here's our bag. I mean, how simple is this? How nice and easy is this? There it is. And we are done. And then we put our stakes are going to go in here too, which we still have to do, but we got to build the stakes the way I want them with the guy lines. We're going to make that setup, but they give us a lot of room in here. Look at that. I mean, that's perfect. And then we'll throw the stake bag and the quick connect directions in there and have that together. But I mean, Perfect. Look at that. Perfect. So that's our impression of the Clam Adventure. The key thing is the Adventure one. The other ones are basically a screen room that you can buy external panels for and put external panels on it if you want to. And you have to buy those panels in sets of 3. So you would need to buy 2 sets of them in here. It's cheaper to do it this way. The Adventure one, or the bigger one called the Pavilion, are the ones that have the windscreens sewn in and part of the tent automatically. It's a brilliant system. So that's the one I'm recommending here. That's the one I'm most excited about. That's the reason we bought this one. Serves dual purpose. Sunscreen for us to play with and use all summer long for wherever we go out on a boat, to the beach, to whatever we do, to the river, and have that to get out of the bugs while we're cooking and hanging out. We're in South Georgia, gnats are a problem, so it's a beautiful system for that. But on top of that, for my hunting trips, gonna be absolutely amazing. A complete 9x9 room that I can do anything I want to, open floor, bug proof, wind proof, waterproof, ready to go. There you go, thanks for watching.